Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news, this time for the week ending the 25th of June. All official sources, they zoom around too quickly. We grab them, then compress them down into sort of a sleek motorcycle of streamlined infos. The Schedule 3.0 alpha reporty thing, so we've seen some movement on the Alpha 3.0's release windows, potentially being pushed back by a couple of weeks. They now stand at an Evocati build between the 6th and 20th of July, a PTU build between the 24th of July and the 3rd of August, and a live build window potentially of the 4th of August to the 10th of August. So they've stated some stuff. They've reached the feature complete on several essential 3.0 systems, including the Mission Manager app, AI turrets and the diffusion subset. Several other items have also been pushed out duly to dependencies that occur when so many features come together. As a result of the changes to these items, it's necessary for them to basically widen their testing and reschedule for those release windows. So a delay of 2 days to 2 weeks isn't totally unexpected. 3.0 is a huge patch and some blockers require extra work and of course delays. The joy of these schedule reports is they do tell us when those delays occur and we can see how they're progressing on those individual features. The Xi'An Nox is on concept sale until the 3rd of July. It's available for $35, or from $35 anyway, coming with lifetime insurance and hangar flare. It's a one-seater motorcycle that's focused on racing and light combat. It comes in 2 flavours, the standard Nox, which is black, and the Nox Q, which comes in silver, and is like the limited edition version of the ship. The Nox looks like it can make it into 3.0 as well. It is planned to go into 3.0. It's quite far along in its development cycle. If you would like to know more about the Nox and its concept sale, please check out my Nox Ship Buyer's Guide, links below, as well as other people such as the STL Youngbloods and Super Mac Brothers as well. I'll put them all down below. They will give different kind of input based on their views of the vehicle themselves as well. We saw a sneak peek as well at the outpost interior. We saw some scrappers and some gearheads in the background that are looking at their latest finds. They've just like salvaged something. This is the sort of thing that we might see in the persistent universe in the near future. Let's take a look at what Foundry 42 Frankfurt are working on currently. They finished the main parts of surface outposts and then they've now pushed that over to the environments guys. White boxes for the modular hangars and garages have been completed and then they've been handed off to the arts team to explore them more visually. They are focusing on making sure that the levels are correctly functioning in regards to interaction and flow, so that you can like vault over everything that you need to be able to jump over, do all the elevators work, do all the spawn consoles for ships work. Is the room system working? So they're getting the final details and making sure everything is perfect there. Levski will have hangars and garages that spawn ships and ground vehicles, so that's important there. They are now starting to move on to other Stanton landing zones such as Area 18, Lorville, Orson and New Babbage. They've been working on enabling seamless blending between Glim Atmosphere and the CubeMap based lighting systems. They've implemented an improved compression algorithm for the new pack file to allow for more efficient data streaming. This is all about the Delta Patcher as well, and it should be with us pretty soon. QA are in the process of testing aspects of that Delta Patcher currently. They further improved and streamlined their planet editor tools. They've worked on the Buddy AI system, where NPCs will basically intelligently follow around a designated leader on foot. There's been more progress on Ship AI, getting it one step closer to being fully controlled via subsumption. They've been refining behaviours for reactions to enemies when they've seen or heard something. NPCs have more friendly fire ID work on them as well now, so they basically don't shoot friendlies, they can work out where to move to and that sort of stuff to avoid friendly fire. The VFX guys have continued working on effects for various planet surface types, including footsteps, weapon impacts, and tyre effects. The footsteps that they're being left are amazing looking. I really like that kind of depression there. And they've been experimenting with rigid body simulations and deformation animations. Lighting are bringing all the surface outposts to their final forms. They've also been creating a library of prefabs, combining existing props with lighting elements. The tech art guys have been continuing to work on creating mannequin animations. They've implemented game entity for the new Caesar Custodian SMG energy weapon. They've been improving their internal Play Blast tool, which will help streamline their processes. They've been adding new weapon dynamics and secondary motions to their weapons and items. So It's like the little physics simulations and little extra details that help the game's fidelity. Environments have made further improvements to ground materials on all of the moons for Alpha 3.0. They've been wrapping up work on landing pads for surface outposts as well. Delamar's surface is getting a final polish with its geometry, materials, and getting an effects pass. They've been putting the final touches to the customs area, garages, and elevators for the Levski landing zone too. BoredGamer are finishing up the remaining weapon features for 3.0. They've completed the first iteration of the new doors and airlocks as well. Some new weapon systems code is being fleshed out as well at the moment. Cinematics are testing the first pass of the brand new holographic projection volume entity stuff. They've made great progress across multiple chapters of Squadron 42 as well. QA are testing various aspects of the Alpha 3.0 and subsumption tasks. System design have further expanded the library of usables for both the Persistent Universe and Squadron 42. There's been more improvements and work on the air traffic control systems. They've been working with the FPS companion buddy type system, including all orders and behaviours so that they get worked out correctly and there's a correct hierarchy to them. The character status system is being internally tested, getting its final tweaking and balancing. Finishing touches are being made to the conversation system. Weapons teams have completed the blockout for various grip and optic attachments for guns. They're getting more and more of these attachments in game. They've been refactoring the old attachments to work with the new attachment rail system. They've completed the blockout for the Carlson Warner Demeco light laser machine gun. And for ships, they've completed the Preacher Armaments distortion weapon, size 4 to 6. They've been working on various size 1 to 3 weapons, including the Clausen Warner laser repeater, the neutron repeater, and the Apocalypse Arms ballistic scattergun. There was a quick featurette on the Nox going through a ship shape on it, as well as a featurette focusing on the building of solar systems using their SolEd tools, which we will focus on as part of another video in the near future. If you want to know more about the Nox or the timecodes for that SolEd featurette, links below. I am away next Friday, the 30th of June, in Foundry 42 Manchester, UK, interviewing Erin Roberts with some questions about development of Star Citizen and Squadron 42, and then having a studio tour as well. If you have any burning questions, please drop them in the comments below. I will ask them to relevant peeps if I can. I'm also out there afterwards to the Old Dancer in Wilmslow at the bar there for a Bar Citizen from around 5-6 PM onwards, if anyone is in the proximate area. Links to all of that information down below as well. Lastly, there is a 5v5 Star Marine tournament hosted by the Star Citizen Competitive Combat Club today from 5 PM GMT. That's Saturday, today, over at twitch.tv/Star Citizen CCC. It should be a great show. It will be casted by some great people, and a good amount of Star Citizen fans will be in chat there. Every month, we try to give away a ship. For June, it's a Freelancer DUR, or DUR, donated by the Epic Stormfire 962. Thank you so much for that. You are a legend. All you need to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on one of my Star Citizen videos during that month. Any questions about Alpha 3.0 you have, the Nox, questions for the development of Star Citizen, all that sort of jazz, or if you've got questions for me. A special thank you to my Patreons who allow me to create the amount of content I do. You guys have been so amazing recently. Thank you so much. If you are interested in becoming a Patreon, links to that below, as well as everything else that we've talked about down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me, and I will see you in the verse.